Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to be showing you guys my last workout. This was a butt focused workout, like glutes and also thighs, but mainly glute isolations. So here I'm starting off by doing some hip abductions. Um, so I did about 10 of these. I did 4 sets. And what I like to do, the first 2 sets, I'll do like a heavyweight, and then at the end, the last 2 sets or the last set, I will do lightweight, and then I will just do as many as I can until I can't do it no more. And that burn feels so good. So that's a good way. I've noticed a lot of results from this machine, I believe, because the muscle that this works out has gotten a little firmer when I'm just standing or if I move a certain way, if that makes sense. So it makes me really happy. I love this machine. I pretty much use this one every single time I go to the gym. Um, Sometimes I don't, but for the most part, I do. Sometimes it's taken, but if you guys have this at your gym, I definitely recommend trying it. So when I'm doing this one, for the most part, I like to lean my body forward a little bit. I feel like I feel the most activation this way. I also like to sometimes put my hands in front of me or put my hands on the chair behind me, like where my back would go, and just push myself forward, and I feel it really good like that. If you do lean back on the chair like the instructions show, it will still get your side glutes, but it will also get more of like the side of your leg. So if that's what you're going for, you can do that too. It also feels really good, but this is my favorite way of doing it. So moving on to front squats. This one's a little more difficult for me just because I have bad wrists, so I had to hold it in a different way, which then put pressure on my arms, and I had bruises the next day. So if you have a barbell pad or your wrists are fine, you could hold it normal how a front squat would be. But this one I really liked. This one, it got me tired very quickly, more quickly usually than when I do back squats, which is weird, but yeah, this one's a really good one. I'd recommend this one. And then here's just a different angle. I wanted to redo it because one of the clips that I shot wasn't that good, so I just wanted to make sure I got a good one in there. And there's just me setting up. So yeah, see how I was holding it more on like close to my shoulders pretty much, and you see I keep adjusting it because it was hurting. You just hold it like that. You squat down as low as you can. I had a wider stance, almost like a sumo stance, so I would feel it more in my glutes than in my quads. Like right now, my quads are so sore from my last workout. It's not even funny. But this one is good. I felt it in my glutes mainly. And you could also do this with the resistance band just to add a little more resistance if you have any. But this day I forgot mine. So on to my least favorite but favorite workout. Not my favorite, but I hate this one because it hurts so much and I can't do that many of them. But I'm trying to do it so I can get strong and I can work on my balance, especially without the Smith machine. Because when I do this with dumbbells, I tend to wobble a little bit. But these Bulgarian split squats are really good. I tend to feel it more in my glutes only. I feel like if you have that mind to muscle connection, you will feel it more in your glutes than in your quads. But if you want to feel it in your quads, I feel like you can. I don't know. I just feel it more in my glutes and a little bit in my quads. But this one, I only do a couple and it burns so much and I have to stop. And one of my legs is stronger than the other, so I think I do like 10 on one leg maybe and then 6 on the other leg. But I'm working my way up there, and one day I'll be better at it and I can add more weight. And if you're just beginning, you don't even have to add weight. You can do it just with the bar or you can do it just body weight. That's fine too, because all your weight is going to be on that one leg. So that's already like, what, I'm 135 pounds, so it's like 135 pounds of weight. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but basically, that's the idea. You see my face there? I'm struggling. You just switch. So you could do this with the bench, or the other day I saw a girl actually use the Smith machine bar. She put a barbell pad, she put it super low, and she rested her foot on that instead. So you could do that too. Either way, these are really good. And also remember, guys, to rest in between your sets. You want to give your body a little bit of time to rest and recover so that you're not overworking your body. So I do about a minute, 2 minutes rest in between. I didn't show it here, but usually that's what I do. I walk around, or sometimes I just sit down and I'm on my phone. Who knows? It just depends how tired I am. But this was my second set, and then I did, I think, 3 or 4, but I didn't film them all, and I didn't want to bore you guys with all sets. But if you want to see all of my sets, let me know and I could go ahead and film that too. But yes. So next we have, I'm just going to call them step downs. I'm using the assisted pull-up machine for this. I go ahead and put it pretty much at like 220, 240. It really depends. Um, You want to do a heavy weight though, and you're gonna go ahead and step down. I hold on to the side bars just for balance so I can stay still from my core. And you're gonna push down from your heel, and this you're gonna feel in your glutes a lot. So you want to have it very controlled and have that mind to muscle connection. Make sure that you're pushing down through your glutes, and when you lift up, make sure that you're keeping that tension in your glutes the whole time. And you'll find that this one is really good for the glutes too. It's like a little hack, I guess. Use a different machine for a different workout. So I did about 13 of these, and then I switched to the other leg. You can also do these on the side, so if you turn to your side and you push down sideways to get your side glute, but this time I just did these front ones, and I did 2 sets of these. This is another one that I've been doing since the beginning. I like this one so much. I mean, who knows if any of my results are from this, but I honestly think they are, because this is one of the ones, along with hip abductions, that I've been doing from the beginning, and I saw results a lot. So I think it works, guys, and I feel it too. So now we have RDLs, Romanian deadlifts. So what you're gonna do is pick up the weight. I like to have one hand facing forward and one back, and you're gonna just slightly bend over, bending your knees just slightly, and you're gonna keep your spine straight and your back straight, and you wanna have your neck follow your back. So when you stand up straight, you're looking forward, and when you go down, your head is going down with your body, as you can kind of see here. You just want to keep a straight back. I wish I had a better angle for you guys so you can kind of see what I'm doing. When doing these, like any glute exercise, you want to make sure you have the mind to muscle connection, because I notice sometimes when I'm just like, not in it in the gym, not motivated, I don't feel it that much. But when I have that mind to, I can't talk, you guys, mind to muscle, oh my god, hold on. The mind to muscle connection. Okay, I'm sorry, I had a little moment there. um what was I saying? So when you have the connection, you'll feel it better. Also, when you do glute activations before your workout, it'll also help you to feel it really good in your glutes. But this one is another favorite. I've been doing this one ever since I finally got the form down. So yeah. And if you don't want to use a Smith machine, you can also do this with dumbbells, or if you're more advanced, you can do it with the free barbells. I just don't feel comfortable with that. So now we're going to go to Smith machine hip thrust. I love doing these. You feel it so good. I actually bought a barbell pad now because this thing was so awkward. But just position yourself in there. You want to make sure that the bench is about under your shoulder blades, I'd say. And you want to keep your chin tucked in, and you thrust up. This one feels so good if you have a resistance band as well. But again, I forgot it. So you just thrust up, keep your neck, your chin tucked in, and you want your knees to be above your feet. You don't want them to go over. Right here, it kind of looks like they were going over. So just keep mind in that. Keep your mind, yeah. And if you have resistance bands, when you go up, you can also do a hip abduction. So you bring your knees outwards so that you feel it on the sides of your glutes. And this burns so much because you already have the burn from the hip thrust, but then you add that extra one. Oh, it's so good. And then at the end of the set, I usually like to do pulses, like maybe 10 at the end with the resistance band, and oh my god, your butt is on fire. And now we're just moving on to dumbbell hip thrusts. I mean, you could stay on the Smith machine. I don't know really why I switched, to be honest. Maybe someone was using it. But this one is also great if the machines are taken or you can't get a barbell. Get a good sized dumbbell. I just got, I think, 25 pounds. You put it on your hips, and the same thing. So keep your chin tucked in. You want to make sure your knees are above your feet, and you thrust up, squeezing your glutes so that you can feel it. And if you have the resistance band, go ahead and do the hip abductions at the top. And then after this, I decided to do glute bridges. So then I got back down on the floor and basically did the same thing. Here you can see I'm kind of trying to do that hip abduction that I was telling you with the resistance bands, except for it didn't feel exactly the same. But yeah, so here is the glute bridge supersets. So I did the glute bridges with weight, and then when I was done, I went straight into glute bridges without weight, and I did it until failure. And this felt really good. And squeeze your glutes when you go to the top. Keep your chin in. So this was the last workout that I did. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Let me know if you try it and if you feel the burn like I told you. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe so I know you guys are interested and want more. And comment down below what you guys actually want to see. And I hope I see you guys next time. Bye.